Hi everyone, I'm Vinay, Product Manager at Revsure, joined by Jairam, Senior Principal Engineer at Revsure. Today we will show how Revsure empowers marketing and CMOs with forward-looking visibility into pipeline and ROI through pipeline projection capability. Revsure is built for marketing leaders who need clarity and predictability across the entire funnel. Our mission focuses on three pillars: pipeline acceleration, revenue predictability, and marketing ROI optimization. Our full funnel AI architecture tracks the complete buyer journey from visitor and lead to closed revenue, enabling marketers to connect top of the funnel efforts directly to pipeline and bookings. Jay, you want to talk about Revsure architecture?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. First of all, thanks, Vinay, for having me on this discussion.
Yeah.
So how we enable this piping predictability is by first unifying the GTM data from all the different source system that we need with, right? As you would commonly find, so within the GTM stack, you have the CRM system, the marketing automation platforms, the ad system, the sales engagement platforms, as well as the chat platforms. So all of these platforms are integrated natively from Revsure, and we bring all of that data into our Revsure revenue data graph. It's our own data model that we have unified with all this data. Once the data comes into our data models, it gets normalized and it gets stitched across all the different objects that you would find in the CRM system. I mean, the leads, the contacts, accounts, campaigns, activities, everything is harmonized and built into one singular unified data store upon which we can run our AI engine.
Nice. So once the foundation is in place, our AI engine adds intelligence, powering predictive attribution, journey mapping, lead prioritization, and pipeline forecasting. This visibility helps CMOs understand which campaigns drive real revenue and where to optimize the spends. So now going to Revsure pipeline projections. So currently the CMOs and marketing leaders, there are few challenges that we have identified, like after discussing or communicating with or after discussing with them. So whether the pipeline will be enough to hit the revenue targets, or the confidence in the forecast, or understanding which campaigns or initiatives actually drive conversions. So we are going to talk through about it. Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, sure. So first problem that you have mentioned here is the pipeline generation gap. So marketers are always unsure about whether they'll hit the pipeline targets or not. It depends on the quality of the leads that they generate and how they will convert into pipeline. And
Mhm.
that is where Revsure comes in, and we provide this pipeline generation predictions for every quarter, starting from the current quarter to the next 3 quarters. And we also calculate a recommended pipeline, right, to cover their revenue targets as well for their business.
Sure. Why don't we just go live and discuss about it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what we're seeing here is the Revsure's pipeline generation module, predictions module. And here in this module, the customers can see the generated pipeline, which is the actual number that they've generated so far in this quarter. And you also have a total projections coming from the top of the funnel. Um, Revsure has its own defined funnel configuration based on our customers' unique GTM motion. And from each of those stages, we assign a probability for pipeline conversion for every lead in the system. And that is how this total projection is calculated. And while that leads in the funnel is one component, we also have a demand generation potential component. In this case, it happens to be zero. But usually what happens is when your marketing efforts and demand generation efforts are running, there's also a potential for more leads to be generated within this quarter, and there's a probability for those leads to convert into pipeline. So we assign a probability for such leads that are not currently part of the funnel, and we
Mhm.
calculate a demand and potential for that. So that is how the total projection for pipeline generation is calculated in Revsure.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So now if we switch to the pipeline readiness module, what we are talking about here is the closed state perspective of pipeline. Within pipeline generation, it's only focused on when the pipeline is created, not necessarily when it is going to get closed, but pipeline readiness gives our customers insights into what is the pipeline that is currently part of the funnel that is marked for closure in each of the quarters, starting from the current as well as the next 3 quarters. And this module helps our customers understand the quality of the pipeline they are generating, right? And what is the win rate of the pipeline which is currently in the funnel. So as you see here, it's the current pipeline for the present quarter is 23 million, and it has a 35% win rate, which means that the chance of booking within this quarter. And talking about the risk-adjusted pipeline, this takes into account all the pipeline movements within the quarters, which means the push and pull. You often find the pipeline getting moved to different quarters depending on various scenarios, and you also see a different pipeline getting pulled from the future quarters into the current quarter for early closure. So we take into account all of that, and then we come up with a holistic risk-adjusted pipeline, which is your true pipeline that you have currently for this quarter. And from that pipeline, we assign a total win rate. In this case, it happens to be 33%.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jay. So we built Revsure to deliver data-driven predictability and contextual clarity for CMOs. To achieve this, we distinguish between pipeline generation and pipeline readiness. So pipeline generation shows us how much pipeline marketing is creating this quarter. Pipeline readiness shows how much of this pipeline is ready to close in the target quarter. So moving back to uh, Revsure pipeline projections, what we are talking like, Jay, like you want to talk about like why we have built this pipeline
Yeah.
projection. It's going to have, yeah.
Yeah, so the primary motivation or the use case it is we are trying to solve here is to the pain point of marketers not being able to confidently commit to their pipeline generation targets, and even with the pipeline generated, marketers need insights into the quality of the pipeline they are generating. So that is where Revsure also provides insights into what are the factors that are driving the win rate, what is the actual win rate of the pipeline they are generating, which speaks to the quality of the pipeline, as well as the customers have the ability to drill down into the pipeline that is being generated by different dimensions like the opportunity type, the account segment, and all those things. And then you can look at win rates at a more granular level, and also helps you understand the different factors that are influencing the win rates for your pipeline that you're generating.
Yeah. I think this will help CMOs and marketing team to act early, like reallocating the budget, optimizing the campaigns, or adjusting targets before it's too late. So finally, like, do you want to talk about our ML modeling and heuristic modeling, like how it works?
Sure, yeah. So Revsure employs a combination of both a heuristic-based model as well as an ML model to come up with the total projections, both at the pipeline level as well as the booking level, right? And what this unique approach allows us to do is, as we are predicting a probability of conversion for every lead and opportunity, and that's based on our ML model. A heuristic model gives us a control. Or it gives us a way to track the overall macro level trend as to how the customer's business or the pipeline generation trend has been trending within the past quarters, right? So we are able to capture the high level trend as well as the low level granular nuances of every lead and opportunities. So this helps us achieve two goals. One is we are able to prioritize leads that will have high propensity to convert to pipelines in the same quarter. At a lead level, you can look at those probabilities. At the same time, when they are aggregated, it also gives us a perspective into how much total pipeline will be generated within the quarter as well as the future quarters.
Yeah, thanks, Jay. So I think it will help transform marketing from reactive reporting to continuous and closed loop optimization. So this is what like will help all the marketing team. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all for joining us today. Revsure is built to help CMOs and marketing teams to gain clarity, confidence, and control over their pipeline and ROI. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Jay.
Bye-bye.